Welcome back to the stream. I am your regular host, YellowFang42, and we are off to the races. And I say off to the races even though there is not any sort of racing competition going on here. We are getting ready to rock and roll. And by rock and roll, I mean get to level 47. We are less than 4,000 XP away because I made quite the push from the 8,700. And yeah, we'll get the tar beaten out of us by these dusks so then we can move at 8 XP at a time. Why is that? The magical experience boost ability. I cannot remember what level I got it at, even though I literally looked it up a while ago. I'm just glad I didn't pick the one where it was level 9. I remember now. It was level 9. It's because I picked sword. I probably did not choose well with my stats, but that's okay. I'll live with it. I will live with the consequences of my actions, and to be fair, I'm pretty sure I was doing the exact same setup that I did with my main file, and my main file is just stuck at Psyx, so I think we're doing pretty dang good. Wow, these guys are really aggressive right out of the gate. So yeah, we are most certainly getting to level 47 tonight. Even with the force. On a good night, we can get through 4,000 extra XP. Actually 4,000 and then some. Sometimes 5,000 on a real good day. But yeah, that's what we're working on tonight, and I am super stoked to make another milestone and momentarily break my overlay. By overlay, I mean the one thing that makes the little kitty cat appear over Roxas's face and the marquee at the top of the screen letting y'all know what the heck this is and what level I'm currently at. That will eventually, once we get to level 99, that will turn into my death counter, which will be extremely hilarious to watch stack up, especially if I'm at level 99 and still getting my butt kicked. We are not going to add to the non-existent current death counter. Not today. That'd be funny, but I'd rather not add to it. I'm pretty sure it's at like 5 or 6 by now. And it's usually because of my own carelessness and getting distracted by shiny objects in my own conversations with myself. I have a lot of those. But hey, you do what you gotta do to process through things and figure out what your next objective is. I don't know why I elongated that word of all things, but it is what it is. I've had a pretty excellent day so far. Took care of a few things here and there. And so far, the current results of taking double the amount of iron supplement, I mentioned it last stream, so far, nothing too problematic. I might stick to it, see if it makes any improvements, or if I just happen to have a good day and caught myself on a good day. We'll see. It has not stopped me from craving burgers, though. I would love a burger. Which is really funny because half the time I don't really eat like cheeseburgers or anything. I just eat it's just the meat on the bun. That's pretty much it. Maybe I salt it, but me and tomatoes don't get along. That's my own problems and issues, but yeah. I like my burgers plainer than plain. But we don't have time to unpack all that. We're here to level grind. Yeah! I mean, we do have time to unpack all of that, but I don't know. I haven't really unpacked much of that. I don't think there's really much in said metaphorical pack. What a lovely day. I saw a couple of really pretty birds today. They were chillin'. And by pretty birds, I mean there were mourning doves. The ones that go, ooh, 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 ooh. I love those birds. They're so pretty. And I love their calls. They were very chatty today, by the way. I'm pretty sure the chattiness is coming from the fact that it's getting close to the season where they hook up. Oh, ain't that sick. That's a heck of a thing to talk about. Oh my goodness, why is my spine mad at me? Actually, I do know why my spine was mad at me. I was sitting on a beanbag chair up until like 5 minutes ago. So, actually it might have been 10 minutes ago. Yeah, about 10 minutes ago, I was sitting on a beanbag chair because I was poking through an old story that I hadn't written on in a while, and I was like, I'm feeling pretty good today, I can poke around with this. And then I promptly got distracted and started rereading previous parts of the draft. And I discovered multiple typos, and I'm just like, ugh. Typos. Gross. So I'll poke around and fix those eventually. I think I've fixed a few along the way, despite the fact that there's no point in that. But I thought it was funny. Anyhow, first yawn of the season, and by season I mean day, and by day I mean stream. Anyhow, I've made sure I have plenty of water for the day's stream, so hopefully I won't have to do too much scrambling. I will, however, have to do a short snack break at the midpoint of the stream because I am a lemon and completely spaced on the fact that I probably should have eaten before the start. That is my own dang fault. And honestly, the dinner's just gonna be a can of green beans. I've already pre-planned it. So that'll take 2 minutes plus however long it takes for me to eat the darn thing. I'd prefer not to eat too fast, but I also would prefer to get back to the rise and grind. You'll know what I just realized is that if I do the setup for the death counter, I'm gonna need to make a little nice square for the marquee space at the top of the screen, which might end up taking out the... I need to be able to not cover up the health bar. I'll have to just put it at the middle top instead of starting at the edge of the screen. I'll do that once I hit level 99. Once I do hit level 99, I will do a lot of poking through that. I'll actually preset it up before then, so I'll set up like the graphic where the marquee can be contained, and then have it there like set up as is, so then that way when it's time I just shrink the marquee, change the text of it, and then bada bing bada boom. Shoot, I might just nuke the marquee itself, like the marquee movement altogether. Maybe. We'll see about it. The question is, do I want to call it a death count or do I want to call it a game over count? That's the real question. This ain't a deathless world, that's for sure. Oh my goodness golly. I've got the yawns. I also got some delicious ice cream, but unfortunately it did not come cheap yesterday. It sucked. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but ugh. I was highly disappointed because I was like, oh, it says it's on sale, but that's only 20 cents off the top. That ain't much at all. Oh well, I got my ice cream, so I'm happy. I got to have my regular dose of lactose, so then it doesn't become a problem for me. Got to keep myself on the up and up, otherwise I'm not going to be able to enjoy all the things that I like anymore. Whee! Oh my goodness gracious. By the way, for anybody who is here or is watching the VOD, have y'all checked your laundry in a while? Is your clothes still in the washer? You might want to double check on that. Go check your laundry. I know I got some laundry, but it's in the dryer, so all I need to do is go and fetch it. And I'm not going to forget it tonight, because I already know damn well that later I'm going to put away my socks, and I'm going to realize there's no laundry basket to put them in, and I'm going to be like, oh yeah, that's right. I left it in the laundry room. Good golly. Why am I dying? I would like to know. Why are you hip-hopping all over the place? For goodness sakes, these dusks are so silly sometimes. I think I've said this before, but I really like their representation in the 358/2 Days manga. They're so funny. If I remember right, there's a couple of scenes where they just draw on people's faces. You see them in the background on the day off, like, doing, like, hair barbershop type things. It's real funny. I love it. It's just the little things, you know, the little character details and stuff. It's like, so what are they doing when they're not trying to kick butt? Well, they're doing that. They're doing jobs. Oh, man. Alright, there we go. Part of me wants to break out that calculator again and do some mathematical equations. Why am I letting these 4s happen? It's gonna make it take longer. I'm getting too distracted. And I don't even know what's distracting me. Maybe it's the sound of my old boy. There we go. I think that should do it. I was about to be like, I don't know why I'm tired, but for one, my brain decided to wake me up at 6 a.m. I had like 3 different dreams this morning, and they were all very silliness. Like one of them, there was a whole LARP park that was run by a mafia that you had to take a train to go in and out of the main area. And I like lost my pass at one point and managed to convince the guy who's supposed to get you to pay for the passes. I was like, I kind of left my wallet behind, which was actually true. I was not lying. I left my wallet behind and I wanted to like rebuy my pass and stuff like that because I don't think I had one for that day or something like that. It was really silly. I don't even know how I got in the first place there. I think there was a couple of other dreams, but that's the one that stands out most prominently. I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. They were just as equally, like, strange. I don't want to poke around my notes and, screw it, we're poking around in the notes. We're already getting distracted, might as well have fun with it. We're leveling up tonight, that's just a guarantee. Alright, where is it? Let me just rotate. Switch to one-handed mode. There we go. Oh! Interesting. There is also a gambling competition that takes 7 seconds off a timer every time you say a certain word. And apparently in the dream, stockbrokers had a bad habit of saying said word. It wasn't any swears, it was like a specific event that had happened or something like that. I think that was the case. I need to take a little damage from this fella. And then, like, the person with the most money at the end wins. Very interesting concept. I don't remember where I was going for. Oh, the last one was a wacky elevator. Basically, this elevator, if you took certain one to the top of this building, it would take you to the top briefly to, like, look over everything, and then it would do the drop thing. It would do the drop zone thing, like, within reason of safety with the elevator. But I was just clinging on to the elevator being like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then it went all the way to the top, and I'm like, you know what? Nope, screw that. Screw that. I was, like, considering taking the stairs at that point, because I was like, yeah, no. That was horrendous. So, yeah, that was a fun and dandy time in the Dreamland. Dreamland always comes up with some pretty interesting stuff. Every once in a while, something real good comes up, and I write it down. That way I can use it for a concept of a story or some sort of bits and pieces in a story. There was one that took me through this canyon where there were these walls with big old puzzles that you'd have to solve to break down the walls and expand on the canyon. It was a really magical place. And then there was this one last wall that had a real complex puzzle. I'm talking real complex. And what was on the other side with this big green grassy area and stuff like that. And I guess the character perspective in the dream was like, wait a minute, I probably shouldn't open this one. Because there are some greedy suckers who are planning on just invading and taking over that space, and then it's going to end up just as dry as the canyon is. So it was a very interesting story. Did I ever write it down fully? No, I did not. But you're all welcome to do that, because frankly, I'm pretty sure everybody will do a different interpretation of that kind of story. Oh my goodness, golly! My head hurts. Oh. Oh my goodness gracious. Brain is trying to go into nap time mode, and I'm not in the mood for nap time mode. But that's just how it always is, you know? I say this every stinking time. This is one of the most relaxing parts of my day. I sit down, I get cozy in my seat spot, I got a blanket, I'm nice and warm, I got my water with me, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts music is always soothing to me. Even Destati, I haven't gotten sick of Destati. I don't think I ever will. Anyway, get to play Kingdom Hearts, get to do one of the things I enjoy, which is talking incessantly while I play video games. It's a grand old time. No wonder I got sleepy. It's one of the most relaxing parts of my day. And my brain gets a little bit of exercise if I so choose to do a bunch of math problems. Surprisingly today, I have not decided to do much math problems. I also forgot about the bingo card yesterday. I do apologize. But to be real and to be fair, one of the monitoring equipments for babysitting the streams is literally the same one that I use for all the drawing, including making that bingo card. So yeah, that would probably have something to do with it. Oh, can't wait. Oh, my goodness. I'd still need to do a little fixer-upper about what kind of bingo cards I would need to fill out. And I would want to make a few variants depending on what type of streams I'm doing. Like, for example, the level 99 stream bingo would definitely look different from the command roulette one. Speaking of, I hope and pray that I don't pay attention to where my index finger is, so then maybe, just maybe, we'll get some spinning going on. Or at least I'll just remember to press the R2 button for more than 5 seconds so then it can actually kick in. Because I haven't been doing that in the past couple of streams. And I don't know whether it's just because I'm actively avoiding it to not have me problems, or if it's just because my controller is actually not as broken as I thought it was, and it was really just me all along. Because I have noticed where my finger rests whenever I play. It rests between the R1 and R2 buttons, so then I can switch back and forth. Oh, good golly. I'm looking forward to doing some more gardening this month. Well, maybe not this month. Maybe in the next couple of months. Depends on what I need to plant. Anyway. Looking forward to doing some gardening. Looking forward to doing some extra lawn care. I made a really pretty pattern in the lawn the other day. It was really lovely. I love it. Ain't gonna show you any of it, because that would just not go well. But I can just tell you, it's pretty. It's very pretty. It added a little bit of something extra to the art. I always like mowing in fun little patterns, because then it's nice and it looks nicer than the straight lines or the diagonal lines, those things. Because I get it, diagonal lines and straight lines. They're all fine and dandy, and they look nice and neat, but sometimes you just gotta add a little squiggles. Or circles. Or spirals. Or other odd shapes. I think there was this one time I did back and forth cross sections all over the dang yard, and it made this very interesting diamond looking pattern. I might do that again, just to shake things up and not get the grass trained to a specific circular pattern. Because otherwise the grass will start to grow that way to avoid getting cut down, and that ain't gonna fly with me. Not a chance. Oh, good golly. Oh, first big stretch of the evening. Oh my goodness. Didn't realize my back needed some loosening up, but managed to pop a few vertebrae loose. Didn't realize they were all tied. Fixed it though. Hallelujah. It used to be that I could pop the whole spine and stuff like that, but it doesn't do that much anymore. It's fine though. Kind of reminds me of the days when sometimes my neck would get a little stiff and I would try to pop it, but the thing was is I didn't quite know how to do it without touching my head, so I would very carefully move my head back and forth. I did a little bit of moving with the camera, but I would very carefully move my head back and forth to do the popping. Nowadays I know how to turn my head just the right way to make it pop without causing me any problems, and let me tell you, it is very funny to do that whenever I need to remind people that might be small, but I can be a little bit scary. You know, just using a little bit of movie magic shorthand for I'm a tough person and I will whoop you. Thankfully I don't have to do that very often, so it ain't much of a problem. Oh, that's a beautiful sky. Ooh, I bet. That's what I thought. I knew it. I thought I saw a peak of sunlight. I love that. Of course, I just flashbanged myself, so that probably didn't go over well. Alright, 3070. We are about to hit sub 3,000. We are trucking along. I'm pretty sure by the time we hit the halfway point, we'll have about like 1,700 or so left. Maybe 1,800, we'll see. But we'll have at least 1,000 left. For sure. At most about 2,000 something. But we're definitely dropping those numbers. Oh, good golly. Hang on a second, chat. I think I'm gonna cough my lungs out. Hang on. I'm alive. That was a very necessary cough, by the way. It was extremely necessary, in fact. And it kind of gave me a little bit of a headache. Those beans are gonna be real delicious in about an hour or so. Also, guess who's making that vegetables and gravy again tomorrow? Me. And it's gonna be so fine. And I'll have it for a few days in a row. And it'll be mine. Yeah. I could also just pull up some fries and it'll be fine and dandy. But you know, every once in a while you want something that's pretty close to soup. I mean, I'm a sucker for soup. Soup. Good soup. I like potato-based ones. Tomato-based don't do so well with me, but me and tomatoes have had a long history of just problems after problems after problems. So I just kind of tend to stay away from them for my own good. It ain't even an allergy either. That's what's the most frustrating. Everybody's like, oh, tomatoes, they're so good, they're so delicious, and I'm like, that's great and fine and dandy and all. But unfortunately, my stomach has declared war on the tomato faction and has decided that it is a crime to even exist as a tomato in the same vicinity as my stomach and stomach acid. It doesn't end badly, it just shakes things up and there's a little skirmish or three. And I'm like, ugh, afterwards. And my esophagus, unfortunately, becomes a collateral damage. So, trying not to get any sort of esophageal problems from that. So, trying to take care of myself, you know? It's good to take care of your digestive system, not make it go angry. So, yeah, potato-based soups. Those are the good ones. Oh, my head hurts so bad. I think I must have been clenching my teeth. Ow. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt for a while. clenched teeth headaches are the worst. I also did just flashbang myself earlier with the sun, so I looked at it for too long. That was entirely my fault. Ow. Yeah, I think we're gonna be below 2,000 by the hour mark. Yay! We're gonna get to level 47. We're making so much progress. Oh my gosh, ow. I did not think I was gonna be feeling that much pain, but apparently I am. Guess what I gotta do? I gotta do what I do best, which is to make sure I don't overdo the damage, and then also just smack enemies. That's what I gotta do. Oh, that's a 4. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm dropping the accent for a little bit because it is actually taking some effort to use it, so I'm just gonna wait till it actually kicks in on its own. As I always say. Hang on, let me repeat that without the yawn. As I always say, I am an amalgamation of all the people I've met and heard from. It's a chaotic mess, but a lovely one. So, whee! Why are you doing that? Don't do that. Behave. Okay, I fixed it. There was a little problem that wasn't an on-screen problem, but it was bugging me, so I fixed it. And now it is no longer a problem. Where are you? Where are you going? Okay, it doesn't matter, got my 8 XP. Alright, gang. What's 6 times 7? Alright, you got your answers? It's 42. Which is what we were at 2 dusks ago. Well, something, 2842 or something like that. Remember to keep up your multiplication tables. It'll save you some grief. Oh, I wish education was a lot more fun for folks. And I can't tell if all the standardized testing gets in the way or not. I definitely know that all that AI bullcrap is getting in the way. It's making a lot of people are just choosing to use that and not learn a damn thing. Because it's just all about the grades and not actually learning the material. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else except for getting the results. But in the end, you're not going to be remembering a darn thing. At least in my case, it was pre-AI. You know what I was doing? I was learning all the stuff and then promptly forgetting it the next year. Still the funniest thing. Okay, I did retain some of it, just not all of it. There are some things I have retained. Huzzah! Ugh. Not as much as I would have liked. I think with a little bit of extra studying and so forth, I think I would be able to retain stuff. The problem is practice. There's so much knowledge stacked on top of each other, it's kind of ridiculous. But it's also really amazing that knowledge can be stacked like that. Oh my gosh, my head hurts so bad. It's not a stream ending headache, but it is a headache, and I am not happy about it. Oh, pretty bird. I think I saw a blackbird. Blackbirds are pretty. I don't actually know. I just see a silhouette of a bird. And it's a lovely silhouette, too. Why do I get the sneaking suspicion that the day I turn 30 is the day that a switch flips and I suddenly start getting real into bird watching? There was actually a course for that in my college. You could do bird watching, but it was so early in the morning that I was like, I am not getting up that early to bird watch. I was really focused on trying to finish my degree at the time. I was going through it. I was just like, I need to do this. I need to survive. I need to complete my task. I gotta finish this objective and nothing else. Goodness gracious me. Alright, time to sit up. Let's see if that helped a little bit laying back. I think it did. Maybe I'll put my water bottle on my head for a second. Oh, that feels real nice. That feels really, really nice. Hang on, chat. I just gotta keep this water bottle on the front of my head like a unicorn horn, so I feel better. Okay, there we go. Actually, I might as well take a swig while I'm at it. For a second, I thought the frame rate dropped there for a second. Why do I loop the sentences? Alright, sit up, girly. Goodness sakes. Okay, we can do that, but whew, sorry. I just had a little bit of a tank loss of energy, and now my brain is trying to scramble itself. It's fine, it's just a sign that I need to eat food again. I'll be just fine. I can wait a little bit to eat some food. Oh, there we go, that's the normal amount of... That's more like it. Alright, I need some more damage, friendos. I want the 8s, I don't want 4s. I want to actually level up tonight. I want to make good on my promise for tonight's activities. Goodness sakes. Whew. Oh my goodness, I just got a chill down my spine. Not like in like the sense of like, oh my gosh, something terrifying just happened. No, like, oh, I just felt a little chilly for a second. Might need to put on another blanket or something. Gosh darn it. Hi, puppy. Hello. Spotted a puppy. Cute as can be. Sweet as can be, too. She was very cuddly today. She flopped over onto my leg multiple times, just being like, please pet me. Please give me attention and affection. I'm like, you know what? Alright, alright. She kept pawing at me every time I stopped, which was a little bit frustrating because I was trying to eat my ice cream and trying to get some working done. But, you know, when the pups want your attention, you give them your attention. They don't have very much time on this planet, only a good 10 to 15 years, depending on the care and depending on the breed. You gotta cherish that time. Gosh, I love my puppies, they're so sweet. I call them puppies even though they're not babies anymore, because they still got the energy of pups, you know? They're good ones. Oh my gosh. I better sleep good tonight or I'm gonna be real annoyed. I'm probably gonna end up staying up a little too late, like a couple hours too late, and then I'm gonna complain about it to myself later. And I'm gonna be like, why did I stay up so late? I'm tired again, and then it'll just continue the cycle until I finally learn what the heck a sleep schedule is. And by sleep schedule, I mean a proper sleep schedule, not whatever horrendous horrors I conjure up for myself just because it's nighttime and nobody bothers me at the nighttime. I get it, but I need to stop doing that. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get much sleep, and the stuff that I do during the sleepless time is gonna be a little bit wonky. I mean, wonky is allowed, but some things aren't really gonna look good if they're wonky. Or I'm just gonna have to fix some mistakes in the morning. It's kind of like the principle of you measure twice and cut once in construction. You measure what you're gonna cut multiple times, that way you only have to cut it down once. And then it saves you grief and materials. It helps you be able to use them in a constructive and useful manner. Golly, I really should have eaten before the stream. I'm gonna regret all of the things. I'm so sorry, Chad. I'm such a hungry person all the time. Something that is Kingdom Hearts related. Y'all see those posts on social media about Jesse McCartney's booth at, I think it was MegaCon? How he just had like the most basic banner of his name and then a picture of Roxas and nothing else at his booth. It was real funny. I loved it. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, it was the darn funniest thing. I loved it. I was just like, yeah, there's a reason I liked this fella a long time ago. I think he was one of my childhood crushes growing up. I really liked his music. I haven't listened to much of his music in a while. I'll give a few of his other records a spin or two. Oh my goodness. So cozy. Very cozy. Oh my gosh. Did you know you can fall asleep with a headache? I can. Feels nice. I bet I know what the problem is. I bet I've been raising my darn eyebrows way too high. I don't even know what I've raised my eyebrows about, though. Maybe I've been staring at a screen too much today. That could be the possibility. Very much a possibility. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on, honey. Don't do nap time right now. Maybe I should draw a little nightcap on my kitty cat Sona. That'd be kind of funny. Maybe I'll cook up a banner for that. I wonder. I should learn more Ibis Paint tutorials and tools and stuff. I think I would have a lot of fun with it. Oh, don't do shrimp mode, sweetie. There we go. That is not exactly what I had in mind for countering shrimp mode, but I'll take it. I notice either it's the horn part or the woodwind part in the background of Destati every time I play this.
lovely. Shimamura really knows her way around the orchestra, and I love her music every time it plays. Gosh, some of the boss fights are so freaking amazing. I can't remember if it's the 13th Reflection soundtrack. It's one of the boss tracks. But it, like, does the thing, and then it does a couple of, like, chords that go down. And it's really good. I love the inclusion of piano chords in boss fights. It's so flippin' good. I think it's the ones that are used for a good chunk of the Absent Silhouette fights. I think it's 13th Reflection. It might be that one. Ow. Why do you hurt? Whew. Ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. We're gonna hit below 2,000 and I'm gonna make it happen. It's gonna be below 2,000 in the next 18 minutes or 17 minutes, 16 minutes. I am doing quick math in my head. Ow. Ouch. That one actually kind of hurt. Ow. I started thinking about counting in time with like seconds, minutes, like 60 seconds is a minute, 60 minutes is an hour. So you got like base 60 or whatever. Not really, but that's where my brain is going. And then it flips to hang on, I'm getting there. And then it's 24 hours in a day, and then 365 and a fourth days in a year. That's where the leap year comes from, is that quarter day stacking up. And we use that to make sure that the calendar stays in line instead of being a few days off, because it's 365 and a fourth days of a rotation around the earth. That's where your leap year happens, and that's where February 29th comes from. Ow! Rude! Okay, there we go. We got enough Orbeez to carry us on. I should not get in the habit of calling those Orbeez, because otherwise it's just becoming a running joke from here on out. Although they do look like Orbeez. Neon Orbeez. Radioactive Orbeez. Oh, they ain't that lovely. Radioactive Orbeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have officially confirmed now that doubling the iron does not do jack for my sleep mode thing kicking in every time I stream. I think I'm just dead tired. So it's a sleep schedule thing. Darn it. You know what else is a problem is the freaking Wi-Fi. I saw that. I saw that, you son. Oh my gosh, okay. Hey, in the next 2 swipes, we'll be below 2,000. Ain't that lovely, chat? Oh, for fuck's sake. Behave. Oh wait, that might just be the lagged version. This is why I record. Oh, I need to fix the recording title names after I'm done with them. Shoot, that's gonna be annoying. It's because it tacks on a little extra at the end, and because I didn't do zero something with the number of the month for single digit months. It just is a threat to society. It just misorders it, that's all. That's legit all it does. Oh, good golly, my head is killing me. Alright, and below 2,000, here we come. Let's make it count. Nice. Interesting. Okay. Ow. I do recall that I was trying to stay in the habit of doing Dance Dance Revolution, and it seems I have broken said habit after that little trip that I took. So maybe I need to get back on that, so then I stop doing the thing where I'm falling asleep on my poor little feetsies. I say my poor little feetsies as if I haven't paced all day. I've actually done a few hours of pacing myself, usually because I've been thinking through whatever story I was working on or something like that. And I just pace and pace and pace and pace. And computer, what the hell are you doing? What do you think you're doing? I didn't tell you to do anything. Behave yourself. I saw it doing a little bit of thinking, so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let you. I'm just kidding. It's got to do the thinking to do all the processing for this thing, so that's how it goes. Oh yeah, we're definitely leveling up tonight with this one. Woohoo! We'll level up tonight and then some. Whee! Okay, calm down. There is something I'm wondering, is if I should split the level 99 VOD files into categories of year and then month. Or at least minimum just year. I haven't decided yet, but it'll take a lot of moving, so I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm just going to leave it as is. If it annoys me, I'll start doing it. But I don't want to. I really don't want to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Please. Please don't do the thing. Don't drift into the land of the sleep world. Slumberland is not calling to you right now. You don't need to go, friend. I think you can watch that one on YouTube for like free, or is it free with ads? I can't remember. I can probably take a quick little lookaroo in a minute. Ow. Why are you like this? Huh. You know, I still haven't gotten a call back from my optometrist about my glasses. I wonder if my glasses are broken, or if the materials aren't just getting imported or whatever. I hope I get my glasses soon. I'm really excited for them. I paid for them and everything, so I hope I get them. I want to be able to see things. It'd be real nice if I could see them. This is ridiculously cozy, chat. You have no idea. You know, I got a lovely story to tell you. Once upon a time when I was in college, what I used to do is I used to pull up one of my favorite streamers' live streams, And for the most part, it was a pretty quiet and chill stream, unless something silly or goofy or crazy happened. So I pull up the stream and just have it at a low volume or put in my earbuds, and I would just drift off listening to the stream. Every once in a while I get woken up by a shout or like a "oh dear God, what is that?" But otherwise I would just drift and fall asleep listening to my streamer. It was real nice and calm and I loved it. Kept me sane through my final years of college. There's a lot of things that kept me sane through my final years of college, including my lovely little puppies. Oh my gosh. How do you like Oh dear. Maybe I should stay sitting up. No nap time for me. Come on. Ow. I should probably do some damage to myself. There we go. Nice. My. Oh wait, I don't need to take damage. I can just take them out. There we go. Problem solved. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Alright, 1 second, chat. I want to stick my head out a window real quick. I need it bad. Oh, that's lovely. That feels real nice. A little bit of fresh air goes a long way. But it also makes you cold. Goodness sakes. Whew. Chilly. Chilly. Did not like that. It was a wake-up call, though. I desperately needed it. Goodness me. Oh my gosh, my head. My head hurts so much. It's like not, like... It's just enough to annoy me. You know what I mean? You ever just have one of those headaches? It's not like a splitting one. It's not like a migraine. It's just one of those ones that irritates you, and you know exactly why it's happening. Like, either, like, for example, you stayed up too late, or you scrunched your face a certain way, or you cried about something a little too hard, or you're lacking something in your food, or you just clenched your dang jaw because you didn't notice that for the longest time. Like one of those billions of things that you know exactly which one it is, and you're just like, but just gotta relax the brain so then it stops aching. But oh boy, it hurts. And it annoys the daylights out of you. Good golly. It's more annoying than anything else. I'll be real with y'all. Oh hey, below 1700 before the hour mark. Guess I was off in my calculations. I did think I was going to be around 1200, but I don't think I'm going to be at around 1200. That would have had to been like the most perfect run of everything if I was doing that. Or more like in the maybe 1500s. Whoa, we are driving all over the place. To be fair, I'm not using the pad of my thumb. I'm using the middle of my thumb to do the thumbstick steering, so that's on me. Alright, there we go. That's more like it. Come on, who wants to swing? Is it you? Did I save the last couple of streams for... Yes, I did. I remembered. Goodness sakes. Well, now I want to check. Gosh darn it. Worrying my poor self about it. Goodness sakes. Alright, I'll do a little quick checkaroo on it. It's a super easy check, by the way. I don't have to worry about it too much.
Okay, there's that. Now there's this. And then a poke in here. There should be, yep, there are 2 VODs. One of them is just from just last week. Everything is fine. I don't know why I have such a problem with this. I mean, it's good that I double check, though. It's very good that I double check on this. Oh my goodness, my eyes. No, betrayal. I'm getting betrayed by my eyeballs. This is why I don't want to get LASIK. Also, I've never seen an eye doctor get LASIK, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with them on that. I don't think it helped me very much. Plus, I rub my eyes way too much, so I would not be able to do a proper recovery procedure. I might end up damaging my eye more than anything else. Alright, come on. Bring it on. Okay. Nice. Ooh. Y'all ever gone camping in the woods? Or even just at a campground where there's a bunch of pine trees? It's so lovely. I like going where there's pine trees. Does it make the ground really scary to walk on? Yes. Because there's a bunch of little needles that all want to stab you in the foot after falling out of a tree. But the way that the silhouette looks in the sky with the sun and the trees, it's just lovely. I don't know if I can smell it. Maybe the next time I go camping, I'll let y'all know if I can smell the pine trees. But I do like them. Lovely little pine trees. Oh, gotta straighten up again. Gotta stretch too, goodness sakes. I'll do a proper full stretch at the break time. Oh, what the heck? There we go. Yahoo! Don't run into the door. I almost did. I was like, ooh, a door. I'm just gonna push him over here real quick, though. Nice, 2 for 1 hit. Nice, okay, cool. Excellent, most excellent indeed. Alright, we're less than 1500 XP away from the next level. And we have officially hit the hour mark. You know what that means? That means, I'm gonna take a short break. Would you look at that? Beautiful. I'm gonna take a short break. Woohoo! We've hit above 300,000 total XP. Anyway, I'm gonna take a short break and get myself some food so then I don't turn into a lemon and other things, and hopefully that'll get my mental and physical fuel back up, because apparently I am on low battery again. Alright, I will in fact be right back. Hope you enjoy the music. Alright, chat. Was that a longer break than usual? Yes. Was it necessary? Also, yes. I just had an entire can of green beans, and it was the best damn thing I've ever had in a while. That's a partial joke. Alright, let's get the show on the road. I feel refreshed. I probably burned my tongue a little bit, or at least scalded it slightly, drinking. The heck? Okay, apparently my brain is still full of Frosted Flakes. The point is, I am refueled, I am rejuvenated, and I am ready to kick some butt. Yay! And I'm also totally ready to break my overlay by leveling up. It doesn't do it automatically, I have to manually adjust it. Thank you, Dusk. Alright, we got about 1462 left, which means we have approximately, if we go by 8, we have approximately 200 Dusks left. Well, actually less than 200 Dusks left. Unless we're going by 4s, then it's 400 Dusks left. But let's try to make it less than that. And if we stay on the 80s path, that would put us at about... If we're just going by a flat 1600, which we are certainly not anymore. That was interesting. Anyway. So, let's do some mental math. It'd be about 200 Dusks left for 80? That sounds about right, but I feel like I'm doing my math backwards again. I've done that plenty of times before, so I'm not surprised if I do it again. Yeah, let me tippy tap on the... Will you please work? Thank you. I couldn't press a button and I was trying to reach it without just getting up and pressing it. Too much effort. Wow. Anyway, so 1600, divide that by 8. No, divide that by 80? Wait. Yeah, I think that's 200. No. Because 200 times 8 would be 1600. Okay, yep, it's 200 Dusks. Well, it's definitely less than 200 Dusks. Yeah, and if we go by that, 200 Dusks, and there's 10 per, so about 20 back and forths on full 8s. That doesn't sound right. But 20 times 10, that is 200. Yeah, so 200. So technically less than 20 left, but we are keeping in mind that we're in the 1300s now. And we're long past the 1600s. We're like 300 away from that. Well, a little less than 300 away from that. So, yeah, we're like 250 something. So, I'll have to get another lookaroo once I take out one of these Dusks. Come here, buddy. I need to do some math. Oh, less than that. In fact, we're gonna hit the 1200 soon. Right after, not this one, but the next one. Yay! Da 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 da.
Da da dum. Da da dum. Da da dum. 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 Nothing like a little bit of Zelda to calm the brain. Technically speaking, the brain is not calm. It's perfectly fine. But, you know, every once in a while you just wanna... Oh, you just wanna shake things up. I think I used to have some crossover fan art saved of, I think, Link as a Keyblade wielder. It was pretty sick. Wonder if I could find it again. I want to level up, but I also want to find it. It's bugging me. Alright, guess what I'm looking up? Crossover fan art. That's great. Oh my gosh, I think it's the first photo. That's amazing. I love when that happens. Oh my goodness gracious. I just got rocketed back to like the early 2010s, my early days of enjoying Kingdom Hearts stuff. That's real nice, actually. I like that. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-da-da. 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 Dang it! Why is that always the song that comes up in my head? I don't even know the whole song. I'm gonna have to listen to it later. I'm probably gonna forget about it. I'm pretty sure. But I probably... who knows? Part of me is thinking, I'll totally forget about it, and then it'll bug me later. And then part of me will be like, it's going to bog me. It's gonna bog me down. It's gonna make me constantly think about it on loop. Oh, okay, that's where that brain cell is going. Okay. I said the keywords on loop, and I was like, hey, there's a song that leads into. It's Other Friends from the Steven Universe movie where Spinel is first introducing herself and throwing hands right out of the gate. Whee! Catchy song. Jazzy villain songs are always really good. Or I guess jazzy antagonist songs, but I like a little bit of jazz and antagonist songs. It makes them so fun to sing along with. Ow! Why are you doing that? Don't do that. Behave, please. Thank you. Okay, fixed it. Oh no, it's under the skin. That's the worst. It might be a splinter. I'm gonna have to poke at it later. It's really bogging me. I did pick up a stick that was not, what's it called?
sanded, so. Guess who's gonna be having fun with tweezers later? Me. How did I not even notice that either? That's the worst. It'll be fine though. I've taken out plenty of splinters, usually in my foot. Mostly in my fingers. I don't know. Splinters don't bog me as much as I used to. Bog? Why do I keep saying bog? It's bug. Bug. B-U-G, not B-O-G. Bog is a type of environment. Why do I keep going for bog? I mean, I do usually say like bog down or something like that. Oh, that's a hiccup. That's a hiccup. Ouch. Okay. Okay, we're just getting negative status effects stacked on top of each other. Okay, thank you. Whew. Okay. I have fixed the problem. I think. We're gonna level up today. Yay! Woohoo! Wahoo! Ow. Why would I say out of that, actually? I'm just happy we're over 1/10 of the way to level 99 in terms of XP. I think that's the best darn thing anyone could ask for, is being over 1/10 of the way through. Usually at this level stage, I am just starting to get to the end game point. Like, this is where I would be at the end game point. Actually, I'd probably be a little bit further along, because I can actually get through things without getting to this level. But I would be near end game at this point in time, if I was playing the game normally. Then again, the time would be a lot shorter, so it might be different, maybe. That's the curse of doing level 99 runs. They're gonna take a little while, and they're gonna be grindy if you don't do it normally. And by normally, I mean like playing through the game and stuff, and just progressing. I wonder... I was gonna say, I wonder if experience boost... No, it probably just applies to only Sora, so that wouldn't really work. I was thinking about the Gullwing Keyblade and thinking, maybe if I equip the Gullwing Keyblade, it'll help stack the experience on top for Donald and Goofy to help them along, because they're gonna need a lot of help to catch up to me. I'm gonna need to let them do things. That's gonna be a challenge. Unless the XP gets distributed relatively evenly, then maybe that's not much of a problem. Oh, if it gets distributed evenly, will it actually make their level up accelerate, or will it just dump empty into my level? I hope it doesn't cause an no, it shouldn't cause an integer overflow, because at level 99 usually it just stops giving you XP. But if it's with Sora, Donald, and Goofy... No, it shouldn't give an integer overflow. If it gave an integer overflow, that would be the funniest shit on the planet, I'm gonna be honest. But... this is 2000s era Square we're talking about. I think they were a little bit considerate of shenanigans like this. And making sure people don't crash their dang consoles. Still would be funny. Reminds me of those jokes of like giving a baby $1 before they get their social security number and then taking it away, so then a negative value clicks it over to a negative integer overflow or something like that and flips it to like billions of dollars of net worth or something like that. It's a joke, it doesn't actually work, by the way. It's a very Americanized joke. Because I think I think social security numbers are more of an American thing, and then there's other personal identification numbers that are for people in different countries just by different names. That is interesting, actually. Wait, do they do that in other countries? It depends, probably. It probably depends. There's probably some way to keep records. Because knowing governments, they like to keep records. Do they do a good job of it? Hell nah. And you know what? Nowadays, before I used to have a freaking conniption about the government's inability to keep any records, but nowadays I'm like, you know what? It's fine if they forget about where the records are for some people. It's okay that it's a little bit of a mess now, because then people who would get harmed by those things actually being meticulously kept are actually being kept safe by the incompetency of the government. So in short, yay. I don't think that made a lick of sense. Ow! I turned my head just the wrong way and poked myself in the shoulder. It didn't even hurt. I don't know why I said ow. I think I was just surprised. It was an ow of surprise rather than an ow of pain. I'm in the brain rot mode stages with Amazing Digital Circus, and I cannot wait until June 19th. It's so far away. It's 3 months away. It's gonna be such a long wait. Everybody's gonna go stir crazy. Stop trying to kill me. I'm trying to do some damage here. Okay, there we go. I got the orbs. Yay! That episode was real fun. Wait, did I finish watching it the other day? Yes, I did. I did. I literally watched the new episode, and then I was like, I need to watch the previous episodes. And oh boy, watching the previous episodes back, I was like, ooh, foreshadowing. I love it. I love me some foreshadowing. That's the good stuff. That's the real good stuff. I freaking love that in shows. Give me all the foreshadowing. You don't even have to make it too obvious. It can just be like little bits and pieces that end up coming up later on. It's just, oh, freaking love that. Love that. Love that part of mysteries. That's the fun of mysteries. Woohoo! Ooh, how many times can I spin 1, 2? I think that was 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, that was a little more than 360. Nice. Okay. Enough spinning around. I say as I use a reversal. Maybe I should sit down and finish watching Gravity Falls, because I still haven't finished watching the series. I know how it ends. I kind of spoiled it for myself a while ago. But I really should actually just properly watch it all the way through, because I have a bad habit of watching through shows and then not finishing them all the way, because I'm like, I don't want the story to end. It's gotta end sometime, dearie. It's gotta end sometime. There's a couple other shows I also want to poke at, and by poke at, I mean just watch. There's one that I want to continue, but I wanted to have enough buffer because it's actively releasing. It's Frieren. It's actively releasing, and I want to make sure there's enough English episodes, because my mama also loves the show. She's been begging me to watch it with her. So I wanna actually watch it with her. It'll be fun because I won't know a damn thing that's going on. I will be learning stuff at the same time as she does. I'm kind of excited about that, actually. I'm glad I picked a random day to re-watch that and then introduce her to it, because she really loves that show. I got her a hair clip of the Fern's hair clip for her birthday. Or was it Christmas? I can't remember. But it's so cute and so pretty. Yeah. Good show. Excellent show. Same with the Apothecary Diaries. Love it to bits. Both very fun. Both very intriguing and entertaining. Oh, lots of shows. Lots of shows that I still have yet to finish or watch. Who knows? Maybe I'll do more of that. maybe I'll talk about more of them. Yay. Gravity Falls has a special place in my heart in the fact that I keep watching through it and starting it all over again, and then proceeding to not finish the damn show. Like, one of the times I got through season 1, the other time I got up to season 2, and it was with different parents at different times. I wish I had stuck with it for the next time around. I really do. Then my dad would have been able to see all of it. I need to set time aside to make sure my mama sees all of it. It'll be a wacky, weird one, but hey, it'll be fun. Disc. The best part is since I have it on discs instead of trying to use the internet to watch it, it's way better. I don't have to fist fight the internet. I can just watch it whenever I want. So long as I have electricity and a working DVD drive and a screen that attaches to it. That's all I need. I think there's actually a DVD player inside of the television that I actively use for gaming, so that's always a backup in case my console decides to eat it. I like using the console more though. It holds pretty steady. I like it a lot. Woohoo! Look at those numbers, chat. 482, you know what that means? There are approximately 61 remaining. 61 dusks remaining until we level up. That's provided we get all 8s. So let's do it. Let's make this happen. Alrighty. Let's make it happen. Come on, bring it on. Do some damage so then I can get... Right, and... There's... 59. Let's go. 58, 57. Oh, 57 and a half. Or is it 56 and a half? Let me take out one of these guys. Alright, 56. There we go. I'm going to take more damage from this guy. Is it 56? I'll have to check once we take out this next one. Made an oopsie whoopsie. 56? No? 55? Yeah, that sounds about right. No, it doesn't sound right. No, it does. It does. It does. $410. That's 52. Okay. Yeah, because it'd have to be 400 flat for it to be 50 dusks left. But it's 52 because it's at 410. So 52. Alrighty, let's get them. Alright. 51. 50. $49, $48, $47. Alright, gotta get a lot more damage. Come on. $46, $5. little bit more. 4 for 3 for 2. Yep, 42. $42 remain. Let's go. Gotta take a lot more damage because I keep getting orbs back. That's fine and all, but I'd like to not double the amount of dusks I have to take out. 40. That ain't right. 7. Maybe I'm off. Maybe. It's hard to say. Yeah, that sounds about right, because the 240, no. Yeah. 30, no, that can't be right. Ah, not again. That said 250, right? Yeah, that says 250. 250. Okay, 25 divided by 8. That's 3. 30 remaining. 33. So, okay. For some reason, I can't do math today. That's real annoying. 33 remain for some stinking reason. 32? 30? No, that's 30. What the hell? Why is it so difficult for me to do math today? Are we gonna be at approximately 170 at this point? If I keep up this momentum of 8s. $194. Yeah, we'll be at 170. Okay. I'll just go by that. I'll go by that to keep my sanity because apparently my brain is just shutting down. Despite the fact that I refueled it. 170. Which means we should be at approximately 90 XP by the time we finish this next turnaround. Whew. Guess who needs a bit of a swig of water? Goodness sakes. Apparently doing mental math was not in the cards today, and that's probably why I wasn't doing any much math even starting on today. To be fair, I was also fighting off nap mode, and nap mode is a real thing to kick in the teeth. Ah, 130. There we go. If I get another 40 XP, I'll be at 190. Not 190. I'll be at just 90. Seriously, what the heck is wrong with my brain today? Because that means there should be 12 dusks remaining. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. After these 3, 12 dusks remain, provided I do the numbers right. Okay. 12 dusks remain. That I have to defeat before I level up. Goodness sakes. Brain is like, can I have some fried chicken? And the answer is, no, sweetie, you cannot have fried chicken. You don't feel good after the fried chicken, because sometimes the grease just does not make your stomach feel good. It makes you feel kind of like, ugh. So I can't have fried chicken. Gosh darn it. Honestly, I have more issues dealing with the bones than anything else. The bones just piss me off sometimes. Because I can't just put them straight in the trash, because otherwise the dogs will get to them and they cannot have the chicken bones. It's not good for them. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's about right. 54. Shit! We gotta take out 13 of these suckers now. Shoot. We're gonna get to the next level one way or another. Preferably faster than 4 XP per kill. Let's make it happen. Alright, there we go. Boom. 2 left. So all I need is 2 left. Bring it on! I'm trying to make it so then it's not 3, okay? Come on, bring it on. Attack me. Fight me. I feel like Shay Midday in the early days of BuzzFeed. Yes! And we have once more! Do you know what this means, chat? We are so safe. I can't remember the exact... Oh, and it's even numbers again! Okay. Let's add that ability right away. That is... Oh, I forgot about that. We get 1 HP remaining after taking damage from a combo, chat. We will no longer die. We will no longer die. Do you know how awesome that is? I think it's freaking amazing. Woohoo! Oh, you know what else that means? It's time to break the overlay. Let's go. Let's break that overlay. Come on. Level 47. Hell yeah! Let's go! Alright, gotta go over to my handy dandy screen. Click on the overlay. Refresh said overlay. And once it refreshes... Bada bing, bada boom, we are at level 47. Come on, Marquis, don't let me down. Yeah, let's go! Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, what an excellent day, actually. Look at this. Woohoo! Next level, 26,000. Let's go! And thus began the next grind to the next level. Woohoo! Oh, hey, we're gonna hit below, 26,000. Yeah! Woohoo! Goodness sakes. Oh my. Okay. Why are you trying to nap? What's going on? Don't try to nap. We just leveled up, dear. Yay! Yahoo! Sorry, I like doing little Mario bit impressions every once in a while, especially when I just decide to randomly jump like Yahoo! I'm thinking of that one clip of, like, I can't even remember, I don't know the source, but it's just, hello Mario. It's so funny! Because it's like, that was supposed to be Luigi, and it just does not fit him. It does not fit him in the slightest, and it's a hilarious thing. Ah, Luigi, my beloved. Ah, what a great day. I leveled up. I had some delicious food. I enjoyed the weather. I did some yard maintenance. There was some yard maintenance that I needed to take care of, and it was a very quick fix, but I'm very glad that I fixed it. So now I don't have any problems regarding that fix. Yay! Alright, come on. Bring it on. Bring it on! I don't know why I bopped him like that. I mean, I do. I do and I don't. But yay! I'm gonna have 1 HP after combos. And then the day I get second chance, y'all know what that means. I'll be invincible! I'm just kidding, I won't be invincible. Saying that just reminded me of this very specific episode of Invincible where at the beginning someone keeps saying his name and it just keeps cutting to the title screen, and it's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing that happens in the entire series. Oh, that's a 4. That's okay. You know what? Boom. 25,990. Okay, let's actually get some 8s again. Let's finish strong, shall we? Let's do this. Bro! I love how I'm more invigorated now that I've leveled up. Alright. Just by rough estimation from... I'm not counting today just because of level transition, and doing the mathematics with the level transitions is a pain in the butt. But rough estimate. Oh wait, no. I shouldn't count it until the end. Okay, I will do some math at the end of the stream to figure out the approximate number of streams before the next level up. There. But by a rough calculation, if we go by if I just go by 25,000 like flat. If we're going by 25,000 flat. It will take, on a good day, I can get about 5,000-ish XP, but I'm going by the average. So 7 streams. 7 streams. It'll take approximately 7 streams before we hit level 48. Isn't that exciting, chat? 7 streams! Wow! Yay. That honestly does depend how those streams go, though. That's just how it is. Plus, since I'm only doing 2 level 99 streams a week now, instead of 3, because I'm dedicating time to the command roulette, which is kind of not rouletting like it usually does. Yeah, it does chop down sometimes, so yeah. Hooray! I'm just glad we leveled up. That's all I care about right now. We're making progress here. We're making so much progress. It's a great day. Oh, ow. We're not adding to the death counter. No, thank you. Alright, there we go. I love how I keep saying that every time I almost die to something or get dangerously close and like dangerously low in HP. I always am like, don't add to the death counter. Even though I literally am not trying to count any of the deaths here, my brain just wants to count them even though I don't want to count them because I kind of already lost count. I'm pretty sure if I died in game today, it would be the 6th one because I remember at least 3 of them. But I can't. I wish there was a times defeated count. I wish there was a way to look at the stats for number of times defeated in the menu actively. That would have been great if I could see that. Like, you know, like just be able to. Hang on a second. Like, just be able to pull up the status and be able to see, oh, I've died this many times. But no, we just got the more relevant stuff. Ooh, is my defense gonna level up next level? Probably not. I think defense is the thing that I dropped like a fool. Wait a minute. Why is the L2 and R2 switch buttons there if it's not... What? Oh. That piece of UI is there to be able to switch to see Donald and Goofy's stuff. That's why it's there. I forgot. I forgot party members were a thing for a second. I've been here a very long time, okay? I've been here an excessive amount of time. I've been here for almost I have been here for 130 hours. I have been in this world. I have been here for so long. I forgot what the feeling of the sun is. I'm just kidding. It is pretty funny though, if you think about it. I have analyzed lots of things in this place, and I probably haven't even begun to analyze the floor because I can't see under the floor. I want to see under the floor, dang it. Oh wait, never mind. It's transparent because it's supposed to be glass. Never mind. I have answered my own question. See what I mean? There's lots of things to pay attention to. Like, for example, I pay more attention to the stained glass panels on this one rather than this one. Okay, why am I saying it like that? I don't know, the green just pops. Anyway, I've been here a while. I once considered mathematically calculating the color percentages in here. That's how ridiculous it's gotten. But I continue to pursue this silly endeavor because you know what? It's funny. It is actually legitimately funny. 12 times 4 is 42. What? Twoo? Twoo? Hello? Hello? That makes no sense. Well, 6 times 8 is 48. And if you're chopping that in half, the 4, the 8 in half, then you gotta put the 2 somewhere else. 12. That does not make... Yes, it does. 12 times 4. No. No. 12 times 4 is 48, dum-dum. It's not 42. 6 and 7 make 42, not 6 and 8. Jeez Louise. Can y'all tell I'm a little bit frosted? Which is really funny because I don't do any substances that would make me frosted. The only thing that I've got against me is a lack of sleep and just being silly in general. I don't need drugs or alcohol to be a dum-dum or a goofball. I can do that all on my own. I can be as silly as possible without them. Honestly, that's great though, because I don't have to spend money on either of those. I've had a sip or two of some drinks, but I don't know, I just don't really like the taste. Haha, joke's on you, I didn't die. I'm pretty sure Once More has just saved my butt. Thank you, Once More. It's my favorite, one of my favorite abilities. The combo of Second Chance and Once More are my favorite abilities. I love them to bits. They are my favorite forever. Forever the two best abilities on the planet. And they saved my butt during the Terranort fight in the Command Roulette session. That was so fun. It was chaotic as hell, but it was really a lot of fun. I wonder if I chopped up some of the highlights from that highlight, if that would make a difference. Who knows? I'll find out. I know the Ventus one is going to be a bit shorter just because. I don't think I want to try to do Command Roulette on Dream Drop Distance. I think I might go ballistic if I do that. I also am pretty sure that the last time I started a file on Dream Drop Distance, I did it on critical mode like a dum-dum. Okay, I'm not dumb for doing it, but I don't think I can physically do it now. I don't want to deal with young Xehanort. I know what he's like. I have seen the playthrough because that's how I consume my Kingdom Hearts games before I got my PS4. I just watched through everybody's playthroughs and got to experience and absorb the story through that lens. Which was really fun, by the way. But oh my gosh, chaos. Absolute chaos. I don't want to deal with that stupid time mechanic. It's a bunch of bull. Oh, okay. Why is everything just really raw right now? Ow. Like, seriously, ow. Alright, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's give it a whirl. Okay. Come on, bring it on. Come on, let's dance. Alright, nice, 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 nice. Okay. This is good. This is good. I like this. Ooh, okay. Okay, we dancing. We grooving. Sorry, I'm just being a little bit silly. It's fun. Yay! Alright, hop. Hop, hop. Oh, nope. Can't do quick hops like that. I was about to be like, hey, when do I get high jump? And then I remembered I get high jump when I level up Valor form, which I'm not gonna get until I get Sora. And that's not until I get Sora's new clothes. And that's gonna be a little while. So we ain't getting high jump. Plus, I don't think I really need high jump for anything here. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. We made it to level 47. Life is great. Alrighty. Let's give her a save. Look at that number. Goodness sakes. Woof. Okay, save to save file number 1. Save to save file number 2 for the backup in case of emergency or accidental pressing of the triangle button. Alrighty! That is going to do it for the stream tonight. I hope you enjoyed, whether you watch live or whether you're watching the VODs on YouTube and or Twitch. For anyone who wants to keep up with this silly crusade and also the occasional Command Roulette and some other games, you can hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel or the follow button on the Twitch channel. Both of those will allow you to get notifications for when I go live, because those are both preferred platforms, but depending on the person. I also have a Twitter, a Blue Sky, and a Tumblr, two of which the microblogging websites I do post on to let you all know when I go live, and also I just post about other random things. Sometimes I post pictures of birds, sometimes I post little cute pictures of art, sometimes I don't post at all, and then Tumblr I use a different device for that, so I don't post on there as much, but I still use it. It'll probably be used for more shit posting and occasional video posting. Anyway, we made it to level 47. We had a grand old time. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Here's your random streams card. Bye!